right. Okay, I'm back with the final day for the October Horror Challenge. This is the wrap up show. In summary, I did 121 films, and I probably wouldn't have hit that number had we not had a couple of bonus days. Like we had September 13th, Friday the 13th, we had a throw in day, which I got in like four or five Friday the 13th films. And then on the 31st, you can watch movies after midnight to include the comedy crossover. So in November there's a comedy challenge as well. So I got in two extra films. As far as my best watches, I would say Curse of the Demon, 1957, The Body Snatcher, Boris Karloff, 1945. My best first time watches, by the way, out of that 121, I watched 50 films I hadn't seen before. It still amazes me that I can find horror films that I hadn't seen before. I mean, that's a pretty big number. 40 some percent of my watches are still first time watches. But of the first time watches, I think the best one was probably Us. I really liked that a lot. And I liked The Seventh Curse, the Thailand. That was just a crazy Thailand film. The worst watch has to be hands down 31, Rob Zombie's 31. That was total shit. Followed kind of closely by Happy Death Day 2. I thought that was really bad. But yeah, so that's it. So I got in, just to wrap this up, I watched Crawl, 2019, Alexander Aja's film. Man, I like this. So you've got a hurricane that hits Florida, and you've got some alligators, people trapped in a house with alligators floating around. I mean, it was good. Alexander Aja's probably one of my favorite modern day horror directors. I love this film. Good stuff. I think this has a. I gotta check this. It looks like it's got deleted and extended scenes and a featurette. Next up, I watched The Deadly Mantis from the 50s. This is a classic, cheesy horror fest. I mean, giant insect attacking people. It's not. It's not great, but it's for the 50s. It's still a worthy addition, I think. It's one of those films that I grew up watching on late night Saturday night horror shows, but like Chiller Theater. So I have a soft spot for it. It's got a audio commentary track and actually a little. It's got the Mystery Science Theater version of it too. So yeah. Pretty decent release. Next up is probably my favorite Halloween watch, with the exception of the original Halloween, and that's Trick or Treat. Man, this is a great anthology, and I think it gets better each time. Great stories. The final act with Sam is fantastic. I love this, and I think, of course, everybody else does too. But it's lots of special features on this puppy. And then I watched, so now we crossed over into the comedies, and I watched Shaun of the Dead, Steelbook. I give this movie a 9 out of 10. I know it's gotten some hate, and I think some of the backlash is because it's really kind of instigated a lot of bad zomcoms after the fact, but really, maybe it's just me. I like British humor. I love Monty Python. And the humor still works for me. I mean, after multiple viewings, I don't know, that two dynamic duo, kind of like a la Laurel and Hardy. I just find them funny, and their chemistry together is entertaining, and the zombie action's fun and funny. So it works for me. And then finally, I cranked out collector's edition of Army of Darkness, Bruce Campbell. This is another film that, this is much more slapstick, like Three Stooges type stuff, but really it's a lot of fun. the attack of the end with the castle and the zombies are attacking Bruce Campbell, and I think that castle attack is great. Great ending to the film. I enjoy the hell out of this. I could watch this over and over and over as well. So that's going to wrap up the October Horror Challenge. I achieved my goal, over 100 films, and still got in 50 some odd new watches. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you next year. Well, not really. I'll do other video. Obviously, I'll do other videos, but as far as the horror challenge, I'll see you next year.